Well, y'all, Smackdown is over. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. For those of you who follow my Instagram, you know why there was no commentary tonight. I had a down power line, and we just got power back to our house a couple hours ago. So it's been quite the night. Let's put it that way. Um, so I appreciate y'all for sticking with me. You know what I'm saying? Hello to Kayla. Kayla was my number one commenter. She came in first, so she is the top commenter of the day. Shout out to you, Kayla. And of course, we have Rico. Hi, Rico. I haven't seen Rico in the comments. He usually comes in every now and then. I see him, so I'm pretty happy to see Rico. And Donnie's here. Yeah, we did. We did have one right after SummerSlam. Yep. Yep. There was a big snowstorm that came through yesterday. So shout out to Don for being the third top commenter of the day. The power line went down. Well, today it did. The power line didn't take out my power. What happened was the transformer blew like it always does. Um, it was a heavy snowstorm. If y'all watched the Browns game, or if you've seen the Browns game, you would have seen that they played in full snow conditions. Okay, it was heavy, wet snow. Yeah, it was lake effect wet snow. And oh, hi, Aaliyah, she's here. It was heavy lake effect snow, so it affected everything. And it didn't stop the game. They finished the game. The Browns won. Congratulations to the Browns. We picked up a W, but that did cause our power to go out. Um, and that was the sucky part, is our power went out. So, um, hold tight, y'all. So we had to wait till the power came back on. I ended up having to go to a doctor's appointment as well. And it was just a lot going on. We're still going grocery shopping for Thanksgiving. My siblings are coming home. I have to cook. So, hello to you. Hello. Thank you for coming in and commenting. I appreciate it. I do like when y'all comment. It really does help. So, I hope y'all enjoyed SmackDown. It was quite the swerve on SmackDown today, was it not? Mm-hmm. Were you not entertained? Huh? We were all this like.
What was that? The weather. Very peculiar, don't you think?
Was very peculiar. It was. So let's start at the end. Let's start there. Solo showed up. Let's start at the beginning. We'll do it twice. Solo showed up at the beginning and made sure that Roman Reigns understood that he was going to have to answer the question as to whether he is going to be able to compete or not. He needs to just go ahead and forfeit and acknowledge him, and then he'll leave it at that. That's what Solo wanted. But that's not what Solo got. Okay, Roman and them were in the back for the better part of the night. And essentially what they did was they basically was just like, hey, listen, we just gonna go out there and do 4 on 5. We're not gonna worry about it. We're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna compete. Period. Okay. He said, I'm gonna drive up there too. Hey, it's be plenty of food this time. Bring you some wine because you finna need it, child. Yeah, I can. I'll save you a plate. Don't worry. I damn sure was. It was a very good night. Now, the boys went out there, they all stood their ground, they all went and decided that they was going to, you know, go out there and present a united front. And they wasn't gonna cause no drama. They weren't gonna make things harder. You know what I'm saying? And well, they went out there, and then Pauline came out there, and Pauline said that you had to forgive him. He was put through a table, and he had to get himself together. But he said the math ain't mathing. He said y'all boy math is off. Okay. He said you can't. The boy math is off. You can't do a 5 on 4. That don't make sense. Okay, that's not good. So we have to do the math again. Cause he said it's 5-on-5 with this one. And I thought the music was gonna hit, you know, and we was gonna see Seth freaking Rollins. I thought he was gonna talk to Seth and call Seth and be like, "Hey, come on out here. I got something for you." You know what I'm saying? But that ain't what happened. Okay, that ain't what they did. And Triple H, I got to give it to him. He swerved the shit out of us. You know what I'm saying? He swerved the shit out of us. He swerved us to the fifth power. You understand? He was like, listen, I already know where they think we gonna go, but we gonna go in a different direction. We gonna shift it to the side a little bit, give them a little razzle dazzle, and they gave us CM Punk. CM Punk is the fifth member for the Bloodline. Now, with CM Punk being an addition in this match, I still think Seth is gonna get involved somehow. I don't know how, but I still think Seth is gonna get involved somehow. My brain is telling me that this is not gonna be a cut and dry anything. And I think that this is just gonna be a very interesting match, and nothing about it normal. Because if I was Roman, or if I was Triple H, I would definitely include Seth in this. I would have him come out. I would have him attack CM Punk before he could even get in the ring. I would have him take him out completely. That's just me. But they gonna do it however they do it. He said, "You enjoying the chalice? I got you at SummerSlam. I keep that chalice on the top shelf in my cabinet. Nobody drinks out of it, and I only drink out of it. I'm only gonna use it for like my birthday and for special occasions. And Thanksgiving is a special occasion, so I definitely am gonna be using it. I hope Jay doesn't get written out of War Games. She should play the role of I'm hurt, but I'm still gonna compete. Don't know what's gonna happen to Jay. Why is he so brown? Paul Heyman probably went on vacation and went and got a tan. And because he had such a heavy tan, they went on ahead and gave his makeup the same effect. I thought we were going to get Zillavar too. CM Punk is the swerviest of swerves. He is definitely a massive swerve, but it makes sense. CM Punk is one of Paul Heyman's sons, as Donnie puts it. So it makes sense that they would add him. But I thought that CM Punk was still on hiatus from Hell in a Cell. So I never even considered him. And they did swerve us with this one. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised at this particular swerve, because that is not what I was hearing or seeing. That is not what. So I'm glad they changed it. I'll put it that way. Period. But I got you two in case one breaks. They're both up there. I keep them both on in the cabinet. Nobody drinks out of them. Nobody touches them. So they are protected, love. Jade out, Bailey in. I see Don is in the same vein as I am, because something about that didn't seem right. The timing of Jade Cargill being taken out the way that she was, seems like Jade Cargill is not going to be competing in any in terms of War Games, and they're going to put Bailey in there, and then we're probably going to find out later on that Bailey pushed her, because Jade Cargill was laid out prostrate before the Lord. Okay, they pushed her on this car. It looked like her face got messed up. It was. They whooped her ass. Whoever beat her up like this, they beat the hell out of her. Okay. I was like, damn. And nobody knows how this girl got on this car like this. Now, it is in the MO of what's their face? What's some girl's name? Not EO, but Raquel and Liv, to do some crazy shit like this. This is in their MO.
Right, because that'll force Bianca and them to drop them titles because Jay can't compete.
Mm-hmm. But this isn't their MO. This is the kind of shit they do. Now, Bianca had a match today. She was in the tournament for the United States Championship. So was Jade. She was facing off against Chelsea and Blair. It was a pretty decent match. But during the match, they showed on the Titantron that Jade had got pushed onto this car, or at least it looked like she got pushed on this car after she got beat up. They threw her on the car. Now I'm pretty sure later on down the line we'll see the CCTV footage of who actually pushed this girl on this car or who beat her up. And I bet money it was Bailey. And I hate to laugh, but I put all my money on Bailey because it just seemed like while Raquel and Liv probably did it, they like to be able to be known that they did it. You know what I'm saying? They would have copped for it. Now they asked Nia's stupid ass, and she always got a motherfucking attitude. I can't stand a bitch who always got an attitude. Nick went to her and said, "Do you know anything about this?" And she was like, "Do I look like I want to put somebody on a car?" Bitch, you do. You do. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, ho. Because every time you get ready to get in a match, you ain't won damn match on your own. Everybody has had some type of interference with you, even against Michin. And it's no disrespect to Michin, but come on, y'all was in a motherfucking street fight. All the advantage in the match. Not only do you outweigh her, you can outwork her. If you big enough, you're bigger, you're stronger, and you can use weapons. And you still had Tiffany come out there and help you. Okay, so it was a legitimate question, in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna ask your stupid ass, did you do it? Don't look at me like I'm dumb for asking you, bitch. Answer my motherfucking question. Dumb hoe. You know my damn nerves. Also, guess what I'm doing Sunday? About to go to Hell in a Cell from Hell in a Cell to War Games. We all know Punk is fragile. Well, you got a point, fam. He definitely is. A day off, right? He need a day off. I think they're gonna do Natty versus Nikki and reveal it was Bianca. Cause it looked like Jay had been there a while. I don't know. Like, why would Bianca push her? It don't make no sense. Like, the best way to turn on her partner would have been at War Games. Like, what's her face? What's her name? Egan. Because we haven't had a turncoat at War Games yet. We haven't had that yet. So I feel like the best time to do that would have been at War Games. But I don't like that. I feel like tag teams can just break up and go their separate ways. I don't really need all of that. She probably did do it. I don't know. That would be so messy. Bianca as a heel. I don't want to see that. Nia, I mean, well, and it's odd that Bianca wasn't with Jay. It's really not. Bianca was going out there for a match that was on her name. She wasn't supposed to be out there. Jay usually does come out there with her, but it was a match for Bianca. So sometimes she come out there, sometimes she don't. It's not odd that she wasn't with her. She probably told her to wait in the back. I put my money on Bailey because I know for a fact they're gonna replace her with Bailey. I know that they're gonna do this. I know they're gonna do it. The moment I seen that girl laid out on that car,
yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, why did they pull her out? Like, what is happening? Is she injured or something? Like, what's going on? Child, I don't know. But this was during the United States Championship tournament match, which Bianca ended up leaving. So technically, Bianca forfeited. That left Blair and Chelsea in the ring, which I already warned y'all that Chelsea was going to be the one to win in this match. I knew she was going to be the one to advance. I knew she was. Now, if we go with, now to be real, Rico, if you going like your idea, Bianca wouldn't have left with her inside the ambulance, and she wouldn't have went back there. She would have finished out the match if she had pushed her. At least I would have. If I would do that. I don't know if it's Bailey because I feel like they would have sowed the seeds of Bailey turning heel, and as of now, she hasn't indicated a shift. They didn't sow the seeds of CM Punk coming out there to be a part of the Bloodlines match, so they didn't do that. So it's, I mean, no, I disagree. It could be, but Charlotte. It could be Charlotte that replaces Jade in that match. Because they did have Liv tease a split between Jade and B. Yeah. But a lot of people have tried to sow seeds of dissension between Jade and Bianca. Doesn't mean that Bianca pushed her on the car. It doesn't make sense for Bianca to push her on the car. Especially if neither one of them, like, it doesn't give either one of them an advantage over the other. It doesn't do anything for either one of them. If not Bailey, who will be? I don't know. But Liv is trying to get out of defending her title against Bianca or Jade. To be honest, they're never going to compete against Liv Morgan for that title because neither one of them are Raw superstars. The only way that would happen is if one of them won the Rumble and they chose Liv Morgan, if she's still champion, to compete against. Besides that battle royal, neither one of them was going to win the battle royal to begin with. That was all a setup to pull them into the orbit of Liv and Raquel so that she would have more enemies and so that Rhea could have a full team heading into War Games. Hey Tiff, it's been a minute. How everything been? Fine. Everything's fine for now. We're good. We're good. Anywhoosies. So let's move on. They had the United States Championship defended tonight. I thought this was interesting because LA Knight has beaten Santos Escobar before. He's already beaten him. So it was very interesting that he was competing in another title match against Santos again. But nonetheless, he did compete against him. Now, in this match, Santos ended up losing on his own accord. There was no real interference. Shinsuke did show up at the top of the key and was standing there, so that could be a little bit of a distraction, but it was a more of a distraction for LA Knight than it was for Santos. And even in that distraction, Santos didn't capitalize. He ended up losing the match to LA Knight, to which LA Knight ended up getting attacked by a very dark Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, prior to this match even happening, Shinsuke cut a promo and basically said that LA Knight is just, he's a very insecure, scared little man, and he's always looking for the adulation and the cheers and the jeers of the fans in order to keep him on top. He needs that to feed his ego because without it, he is nothing. And he's going to prove that he is nothing. He's going to expose him for the fraud that he is. Shinsuke is the epitome of what an evil anime villain looks like in real life. And I ain't gonna lie, some scary shit going on right here, okay? But I like Shinsuke. Always like Shinsuke, and Dark Shinsuke is still gonna be one of my favorite wrestlers. Don't care. I love Shinsuke, so I am okay with the darkness. I am okay with the darkness, okay? Totally okay with that. He said that did remind me of when Nikita first tore her ACL and they had her laying on the ground in the NXT parking lot while all the girls walked past her. Yeah, but ultimately it was Blair who ended up attacking her, and nobody knew that it was Blair doing all of those surprise attacks on all the NXT girls. And she had no prior experience or no interaction with Nikita at all. None of the girls did she have any interaction with. She just was attacking them just to get him out of her way, which ultimately worked out in her favor, if we're being fair. So that's why I said it could be, Bailey. It could have been Charlotte. Charlotte is probably going to come back as a heel. She's not going to come back as a face. So Charlotte coming back, and if this was her, okay, this is new. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte usually likes taking credit for a lot of the things that she does as well. So this is a whole new leaf for her, which is interesting. Quayshawn said, I have a theory. I think Naomi took out Jade to avoid facing her in the tournament, and Bianca was a bonus. Now only Bayley poses a threat to Naomi. Nah, I don't think so. As much as y'all would like for Naomi to turn heel, I think Naomi enjoys being a face much more. And quite frankly, I think she works better as a face, even though y'all like her as a heel. I don't think she's gonna get nowhere as a heel, to be honest with you. They had her as a heel on Raw around the time when there were still divas, and they did not give her any traction going forward. She never got the title as a heel. She never got anything. All she got was the fans' respect, of course, but she didn't get anything as a heel. And quite, I think that she fares better as a face either way. I love Naomi no matter what, but her turning heel and taking out Bianca or taking out Jade is unnecessary when she could have just taken out Bianca first, then took out Jade. Why would you take out Jade? There's no point. And you don't know, Jade wasn't gonna win that match if she was in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It need to be, if you're gonna turn Naomi heel, it needs to make sense. And to be honest with you, Bianca attacking Jade right now doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make sense for Naomi to attack Jade right now because first of all, Bianca would put her own team at a severe disadvantage just for her to start a feud with her partner, which is unnecessary. You could have waited and then attacked the partner. Why do it now in the midst of all of this? Why you still got to go get your lick back on a bitch who's been going after you for months? I'm not going to wait and do all of that. That's too much. Same thing goes for Naomi. You got a whole War Games match to be worried about. Why are you focusing on these two while you're doing this War Games match and then put your whole team in jeopardy by attacking them? No, that makes no sense. If Charlotte did it, I just imagine her leg coming out of frame and just booting her. Well, it's possible. Not even gonna lie. Nakamura, pretty much. It reminded me of Lady Gaga and Paparazzi. I just need it to happen when it's right. All right. So Chelsea advanced in the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. She is the one that is going to win. Oh God. Send me your location now, girl. All right. So let's talk about Cody and Kevin. Cody and Kevin, they talked. I'm not going to bore y'all with all the details, but I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Kevin Owens told Cody exactly what I told y'all he was going to tell him. He basically told him, I've been fighting Roman Reigns for 4 fucking years. I've been getting my ass kicked for 4 fucking years. You come in and you're the hero and you get to beat him in 2 years. You beat him and you're respected in that and given all the love. And then you sit up here and you team with this man after he has ran roughshod over the WWE, over you, over me, over all of us. And then you turn my friend against me. And he said, I lose everything while you get to run around here with the championship and be the guy. You get to be the guy. And I'm tired of it. Cody's response was dead on. He said, all the things that you're pissed about, you have no reason to be mad. He said, you want to be the guy. You want to be the number one guy. You want to be the face of the WWE. But you don't even realize that you've already been that this entire time. You are synonymous with the E and you don't even know it. You don't even understand that you have already put in enough work and have done the work to get to where you are. And you are now at the top of the mountain and there are very few people who get to be there with you. You've already been Grand Slam champion. You've already been champion in NXT. You've done everything. But because you didn't get to do this one thing, Everybody has to pay for it. And he said, you blame me for Randy Orton's demise. He said he was your friend and you claimed you loved him, and yet you used an illegal move to take him out. He said, you've gone too far, you've crossed the line, and now you and I are going to finish this. Well, Kevin was like, you know what? What I did to Randy, he's like, yeah, we can fight, but we're not going to fight now. We're going to fight on my terms. And I'll pick the time. You just have to know when. You'll know when I tell you. But he said, you know what? I loved Randy, and what I did to Randy, I loved him, but I hate you. And I was like, oh shit. Cody was like, no, you don't hate me. You hate yourself. You hate yourself. But he said, anytime, anywhere. They wouldn't let them even come close to each other. Nick Aldis was out there. They had the security out there. They wouldn't even let them come close together. I will say this. I enjoyed the promo because it was a very telling promo. Because Cody is unhinged at this point. He is seething. I like when Cody gets angry because all of the niceness and camaraderie bullshit goes out the window. And that's the shit I like. I want to see somebody get ranch. I want you to get nasty out there. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear a lot of bitches and hoes and bitch fuck your mama type shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see niggas fight. I don't want you acting like this is the good old boys fight. Dap it up. We gonna do a good job of this right now, because fuck that. I'm champ. You want me, you'll have to beat me, ho. I ain't giving up nothing. That's what I want. I want hard hitting shit. Give me all of it. Homelander came out, got in the back, and Carmelo was back there, and Carmelo basically co-signed what Kevin Owens was saying, and was like, Kevin saying what we all was thinking. I'm like, Carmelo, sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut, okay? Like, even if you think it, you don't always have to say it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, furthermore, like, what about what Kevin Owens said resonated with you? I just want to understand. He like, the whole locker room is saying it. I'm just telling you, the whole locker room is saying, oh, word, all y'all been saying that. So when Roman was running around as champion and Kevin Owens was talking against Roman Reigns, where the fuck was y'all at then? Nobody had nothing to say then. Everybody was mum's the word. But because Cody's champion and y'all want what Cody got, now all of a sudden it's, oh, Kevin Owens is right. Okay. Was he right when he was out there wrestling with Andrade and couldn't get the job done against Andrade? Or was he right when you was out there wrestling Andrade at LA Knight and still lost to LA Knight? Was he right when you lost to LA Knight on your own reconnaissance? Was he right those times too? Because I be losing track of time. I be forgetting. I just be trying to understand. It always be the light-skinned niggas. It always be the light-skinned ones. Always. Oh my God. You just like, nigga, calm the fuck down. The dick sucking is crazy. It's crazy. You and Giovanni Vinci. Quite the pair of losers. Love that for you. Anyways, tag team match between Candace and Tiffany, Blow Up Doll Stratton, and then we had Beyblade and Naomi. Okay, for the most part, this match was okay. The girls was doing their job, but Naya's punk ass got involved. Naya's bitch ass got involved, and basically she cost them the match. They got a disqualification. Naomi and Bailey ended up winning on DQ, and then they jumped them. Liv and Raquel came out there dressed like they had just got off the whole stroll. I don't know why. Raquel looked like a surfboard in the front, and Liv looked like she just looked like a street walking meth head, and I can't see it no other way. I can't see it no other way. So he said, I love this segment. Kevin smacked Cody with all the facts, and I kind of want KO to win. It was mum's the word when Cody responded and said what he said, so it must not have been that factual. Now, one thing Kevin was right about was how he was fighting against Roman for 4 years and he couldn't get the job done. But Cody told him, threw it back in his face. You couldn't get the job done, so you're mad at me because you didn't finish the job. Then when you had an opportunity to take me out, you had an opportunity to take me out. You had an opportunity to get the title, to be at the top of the mountain, to possibly face off against Roman again and beat him and do everything you claimed you could do. Dry, give me the cord for the computer, please. You chicken out. So don't blame that shit on me. Now who got ate up was Kevin. Kevin got ate up. She do like a surfboard in the front. I don't care. Y'all always get mad when I say stuff about the heels, and I don't care. I don't. She flat as a surfboard. She giving you that Cobra back. Oh, shit. Liv was giving, I'm wearing my big sister's clothes. You know what? That's very fair. Tiffy clips of the planet with all this shade. Why that ain't shade? That's the truth. Shit. It's factual. Like, I'm not saying nothing you can't see for yourself. You know that bitch is the part of the itty bitty titty committee. I didn't say it. It ain't like it ain't true. Shoot. Tiffany went and got her some titties. I commend you because she didn't have shit either. She was up there with mosquito bites up there. Jesus Christ. And was trying to wear them little one pieces and shit. And I was like, girl. Anyway, Liv and them came out there, and then that's when Rhea came out there, and they had to even the odds. Rhea had a kendo stick and was whipping ass, honey. Okay, they got rid of them, and Bianca and Jade never came back. Now, because Bianca left with Jade to go to the hospital, they did not tell us, if Jade is going to be in the tournament or not. They didn't say if she was going to be replaced or what, but it seemed they did actually say she's going to be replaced in the tournament, but they didn't say if she was going to be replaced in War Games. But it seems like she no longer is going to be competing in the United States Women's Championship tournament. So a lot of people are speculating that it could be Charlotte because Charlotte posted on her Instagram that she was coming back with the little diamond and breaking out of the ice. And that's why a lot of people are speculating that Charlotte was the one who attacked Jade. But that it's not in Charlotte's MO to do something without taking full credit for it. Even as a villain, Charlotte wants you to know that it is her. She is full arrogant like that. So I don't know. Even if she's trying to reinvent herself, you know what I'm saying? I just can't see Charlotte being the one. But if it is, I ain't gonna shit on it. You know what I'm saying? They said she had nada. That's crazy. Well, if you're new over here, then you know that this is my channel. So usually the girls don't show up from Down for the Count unless they're in the comments or it's Freestyle Wednesday or Thursday. So you probably won't see or hear from them. But they usually pop up in the comments somewhere. Anyways, this is going to have a mystery opponent. We don't know who that opponent will be, but they are going to have a mystery opponent for that match. It probably would be Charlotte. I don't see anybody else that it could be on the roster. I mean, I don't see who else it could be because pretty much everybody on SmackDown was in this tournament. All of the women from SmackDown were in this tournament. And I told y'all, if you notice, there were no women from Raw in this tournament for this title. There were none. I'm just telling you. So, I don't know if they're going to place one in there. I wouldn't. It's a SmackDown title, and it seemed like it's going to stay that way. So it is what it is. Now, next week, because of the little altercation I told you about with Carmelo and Cody Rhodes, they're going to have a match. And Cody just going to take out all his aggression and anger out on Carmelo. But this is probably going to lead to a loss for Cody. And Carmelo is going to end up winning due to Kevin Owens' interference. And then we'll probably get an idea of when they'll have their match, which I suspect will be at Saturday night main event. Not they better keep the title Charlotte away from this title. Well, I think when Charlotte comes back, she's going after Nia. Well, cool. Like I said, I don't have no problem with that. I think Lash attacked Jade. I mean, it's so random. As he should, yeah. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Instead of doing all this speculating, let's just wait till we find out. But we all know who's going to be a part of War Games now. We're all shocked and we're all appalled because Paul Heyman called it an audible and decided that CM Punk should be the fifth man. And he is. CM Punk is going to wrestle at War Games. Like I said before, something about this doesn't feel right. And I feel like CM Punk and Seth's fighting is just getting started. And I think that he's going to do something in this match to cost CM Punk an opportunity in War Games. That reevaluate your first draft pick line was borderline on burying. Really? It is an interesting show, I will say that. I enjoyed it. I thought that it was a nice setup leading into next week. Next week is the last week before War Games. And right now we only have 3 matches for this card. Survivor Series is on the 30th of November. And it is going to be on a Saturday, and it's going to be in Vancouver. All right, you're going to have Gunther facing off against Damian Priest. We're going to have the women facing off in War Games, and we've got the men facing off in War Games, and we finally have a 5th member for the Bloodline in CM Punk. And of course, for the other Bloodline, it is, of course, Bronson Reed. I hope that this show works out. I hope it's a good show. I think it will be. Even if they keep it at these 3 matches, it'll be a good show. But I think they're going to add some matches late, which they usually do. I really wish they would stop doing that and just have the shit booked out. But they don't. It is what it is. Also, Netflix next year, January 6th, is diabolical. Netflix will have Raw live on January 6th, and this is a Monday. This is the first Monday, I believe, in January. Yep. It's the first Monday in January. So, y'all, it's going to be a fun time. Hopefully, Netflix will beef up them servers and not blame us in our AT&T service. Talking about you can watch it better on your phone. It's like, bitch, make it work on this Netflix. Okay? Stop playing with me. Anyways, y'all, that is it. That's all. I don't have nothing else for you. I just came on here to rant and rave. Is next week SmackDown taped or are they live Black on Friday? Baby, I don't know. You would have to go to WWE's website or go to one of the dirt sheets to find that out. I don't know that. And they going to give Zoe a random win at a 3-minute match. Child. Like here, since your guy won. Since your guy won. That's crazy. Well, if you didn't know, Andrade did drop his WWE Speed Championship today to Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee is your new WWE Speed Champion. So congratulations to you, Dragon Lee. And yeah, there it is. There it is then. Okay. I am gonna get out of here so I can go rest my neck and my throat and get myself together. Your arm is in my sandwich. Yes, it was. It was in my damn sandwich. Need a paper towel. You get a paper towel. I will see you guys on Monday, where we will have a nice little conversation about Monday Night Raw. Hopefully, my throat is not super sore on Monday, and I'll be able to do commentary and come back in here and do this. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I will see y'all Monday.
If you don't want to see me, if you don't